Hello, today on Shaftlands Spotlight, we're going to take a look at the Shaftlands Railways, starting with the recently completed City Loop. Before we ride the rails, I'd like to take a moment to cover basics about how to use these minecart stations. To start your journey, place your cart on the rail by the window, right-click to get in it, and press the button for the destination that you want to go to. There you go. If you ever need to restart your journey and you're not at a station, place your cart on the rail next to a booster rail. Walk over, give it a little push, and jump right in. You should be on your way. When you come to a station, if you want to keep on going, just don't do a thing, sit in the cart. But if you want to stop, press the button, and it will take you on a little side trip where it'll bring you downstairs and back up again, and then you can get right out and your journey is done. Every once in a while, you'll accidentally bump your minecart and it'll go flying off. You won't be able to find it. It's because the station ate your minecart. Find the metal door, it might be on the outside, and you'll get into the basement. Poke around in the basement a little bit. Do not touch anything or break anything, and you should find your minecart. Pick it up and go back and try again. Those are the basics on how to use a minecart station. Now let's take a look around the city loop. Set on the frozen shores of an inland lake, the northeast station is surrounded by snow, but offers access to the Rusty Manor line, which runs north through grasslands, deserts, and forests, all the way up to Rusty Lemon's Rusty Manor. You can also go north to Oak Hill and south to Yardova from Northeast Station. Lastly, there is a road that goes off to the Kinky River settlement, which I highly recommend visiting. On the trip to Yardova, one of the things you'll see is this large and kind of amazing structure. I'm not even sure exactly what it is, but it's pretty cool looking, and one of these days I'll have to go and check it out. As you head towards the Yardova station, you'll notice that you're passing a small town with some buildings off in the water, and you'll go down a hill and right into the station. Set on the eastern shores of Spawn Island Sea, Yardova is on the western edge of the largest Arctic region in the Shaftlands. A lot of nice woodworking here. Just go down and up, and there we go. And as we look around, it's a lot of them are pretty small. There's not a lot here in the station itself, but it does what it needs to do. Let's get around, and you can even get up here and check out the top. So this is Yardova Station. Not a heck of a lot to see, so we'll be on our way soon. Okay, our next stop is going to be NTL Station, where we are going to make a donation of some supplies for the rail project. The entire rail project was done with donated supplies and no op powers. It's all legit. So we're talking, many thousands of rails and blocks, and it's just an amazing accomplishment. Okay, so we're going to come over here and cross over a raised bit here, and we're going to go right into the station. Set in a small grassland surrounded by snow, NTL gives access to the east-west Tyrannic line that cuts across the Spawn Island Sea. We're going to come in here and press the button to stop. It'll bring us over. If I didn't press that, we would shoot straight on through after a short delay. And there we go. Now, I believe we cross over up here and then down the other side. Oh, hello, remote mine. And we're going to come right down here, and he looked like he was trying to hit me. Alright, and here is the donation hut. So, place donations in chests with your name on it, or use an empty chest and lock it. Be sure to allow access to at least NemZ and Mr. Forbes. We need ironstone, gravel, wood, rails, gold, and coal. And my chest is, where is it? There it is. Okay, there's my chest, and it is empty, and I can put in redstone, which they need, and rails, and that is how you donate to the donation center. So please do that. They really need your help, because this is a mammoth project, and it cannot be done alone. And the more time they spend getting stuff, the less time they have to actually build. So that is the NTL station, and next up we're going to head to the southeast station. Away we go. Okay, so we're heading into the southeast station. There isn't a lot in here. It's not a really heavily populated area yet. I'm going to just pass on through, I think. Set in a smaller Arctic region, Southeast Station offers access to inland seas and larger ocean areas southeast of the city loop area. Okay, so if you don't do anything and don't press the button, you'll just go straight through. As we come into South Station, there's not a lot in this area. I think we're just going to pass on through. There's a little tower there. Set on the western edge of an Arctic region, South Station offers access to inland seas and a variety of regions south of the city loop. And next stop is going to be Seagon Station. So we're going to head out away from the Arctic and go out over the water. And we're going to start turning north and going up along the opposite side of the city loop. All right, we're coming into Seagon Station, which is a major hub and is where the Turanic line comes in from across the Spawn Island Sea. There's the Turanic line right there. And I'm going to stop and just take a quick look around before we move on. In the shadow of the impressive Seagon Industries towers, Seagon Station is on the water between swamplands and a small forest. Alright, let's get off and we'll just take a quick look. There is a large complex in that direction that is going to build slowly. I don't know, I have not seen Seagon's base really, but I'm guessing that that's it. I'm thinking it's probably a mob grinder, but it might just be an epic, amazing, biggest base in the world. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll do a spotlight on it if he wants to show off his awesomeness. Assuming that is Seagon and not someone else's house, but I'm guessing it's him. And that's also another pretty cool looking base, and I'm sure there are other people settled in this area. It's clearly a major hub given that multiple lines cross into it. So now we're going to head out on the way to Bastion Cove. We are going to go north to Bastion Cove. All right. And say goodbye to Seagon Station. Okay, this is the line north from Seagon to Bastion Cove, and I wanted to show you this build right here that I just adore. I love the architecture of this thing. It's a series of towers. One of them has a little stair on it that needs to go away, but I just love the way they look. I think they're marvelous. I don't know what they are. They might just be art, but come on, you can build. Come on, there you go. I don't know, I think they're wonderful. So whoever built them, kudos, you caught my eye. Good job. And as we go on closer to Bastion Cove, we're actually going to go underground here. So we're going to sort of zip under and go through a tunnel. And then we're going to come up into the Bastion Cove station. Set in the snowy town of Bastion Cove, this striking station is on the northwest shore of Spawn Island Sea. A lot of the tunnels are actually fairly well made. They're not bad at all. Not a lot of art to them, but pretty good. And look at that. We come right up into this glorious tunnel, and oh, and good, we're stopping. Now, I wanted to show you this a little bit. So this is Bastion Cove, and it is marvelous. It's not the safest one in the world. I've seen creepers and stuff coming around, so you want to be a little careful. But just a hop, skip, and a jump over here, and we're going to be able to, I wonder if there's there's probably a better way to get there, but I'm going to show you the way I know, which is just clambering up over everything. And here is Bastion Cove. So it is right in town. You can get to stuff. There are houses, and it's, well, I'm assuming it's a wonderful place to settle. I'm sure the folks who live here would tell you as much. So Bastion Cove. I don't know who to talk to, but spend some time on the server, and you can figure it out pretty quick, I'm sure. And it's just a beautiful station. And our next stop is... Where'd my cart go? Oh, there it is. Our next stop is the Northwest Junction. That is where you can go on up to ZE and to the eventual foam line. So say goodbye to Bastion Cove. Good job, guys. I love that station. It's a very short trip from Bastion Cove to Northwest Station, but along the way I wanted to show you this this wonderful little build over here. I don't know what it is, but it's gorgeous. It's like a little chapel or something. I'm not sure exactly what its purpose is, but if you're in the area, definitely check it out. It's really nice looking. And it's not a long trip, so I'm just going to keep on going. We're going to go right up to Northwest Station, which is a way you can get over to ZE Shipping and to the eventual foam line. This unassuming station is just north of Bastion Cove and gives access to the line that runs northwest to Zero Enterprises. And we're just going to pass on through because there's not a lot in the area to take a look at. It's just a, pretty normal little station, nothing major right in the vicinity to take a look at. So the trip from Northwest over to Oak Hill has a few things to look at on the way, and one of them is this giant, gorgeous cake. Whoever built it, they did a nice job. It's a little weird, but I'm down with the pixel art and the sculpture. And over here is Forbes Wool Tower, which is a place where you can get wool, and is also just a wonderful example of architecture, especially when it builds slowly like that there. But that's Wool Tower, Forbes Tower, and I will do a spotlight on that in a future episode. Okay, now coming into Oak Hill, and I wanted to show you this station because it's unique. It is the only underground subway station in the system. This underground station gives access to the bustling town of Oak Hill. From here you can take a line north to Sanctum City. Alright, so in Oak Hill, if you go up the stairs, you'll come out and you will be right in Enderman country, right in town. So you can see there's mobs everywhere because it's dark, but you're right in a growing town. So it's really kind of cool. I'm a big fan, and I love the look of the station. So eventually there should be buildings everywhere and I guess it's off this way more. But there's the town, and we're going to go back in, partially because there are monsters everywhere and I don't want to blow up their town. Creeper griefing is not my style. But we're going to take off and go to the Northeast Junction, which for me is home to Kinky River, and apparently it was blown up last night, so I got to take a look at it anyways and try to do some work. I want to show you this part because when we come back up out of the ground, there is a really, really cool, tall, lighthouse-like thing. I don't know whose this is, but it's impressive. I don't know if it's a mob grinder or a base, but there's a little town next to it, and I just wanted to stop and show that off to you. So next stop, Northeast Station. And we are arriving back home right now. This is Northeast Station, and we've gone all the way around the city loop. A few notes, thank you for watching. The audio quality issues will be resolved in my next spotlight. I know what happened, but I'd already recorded too much video to go back and re-record everything. I was told that there was an explosion in here somewhere. That happens. If you're ever in a station and there's an explosion, just let the mods know, fix it if you can, but they understand that creepers happen. So just do your best, and hopefully, yeah, it looks like it was all fixed. So our rail guys are doing a good job. But, they'll understand. Just let people know as soon as you can and do what you can to fix it. And if you don't have the resources, they'll understand. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go home. And this has been the Shaftlands Spotlight on the Shaftlands Railways. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.